Stella. Chapter 1. Ironically, Stella Patterson loved the smell of the stable. She hated most smells, but the smell of the horse stable she loved. She dismounted the pretty Palomino pony she had been riding and handed the lead rope to her trainer. The trainer nodded as Stella walked back towards her mom. Monday was always horseback riding day. Good job today, Stella. Stella smiled at her mom. Thanks, Mom. It was really fun. Once Stella was back home and changed out of her riding clothes, Mom, Grandma, and Stella sat down in the living room to watch The Little Mermaid, which was her favorite movie. Stella had always loved Disney movies. Halfway through the movie, just as Ariel met Prince Eric on the beach, there came a loud knocking on the front door. I'll get it, said Mom. She stood and walked to the front door to open it. Stella's breath caught in her throat when she saw a police officer standing outside her front door. Why was he here? Had she done something wrong? The conversation wasn't that long before he was gone, and Mom walked back to her. Stella could tell Mom was upset. Was her mother in trouble with the police? It appears that I'll have to go back to court, and Stella might have to go visit her dad again. Stella's stomach churned. She didn't exactly know what that meant, but she did know that her dad didn't seem to like her. This was not good. Chapter 2. The next day, after school, Stella and her mom attended a parent-teacher conference at Stella's school. Mrs. Beth was always a great teacher. Stella's penmanship is becoming very pretty and neat. Her grades are also beginning to improve. She is doing very well. Mom smiled at Stella, and Stella felt very proud of herself. She had always struggled with her penmanship due to her autism. Sometimes her autism made it hard to hold onto the pencil in the correct way, which in turn made it hard to write neatly. She was so happy that her writing was improving. Once Stella and her mom got home, Mom turned to Stella with some bad news. Unfortunately, you will have to go visit your dad tomorrow, sweetie. Stella suddenly became very nervous. For how long? Mom sighed. For 6 hours. Then you can come back home. There went Stella's good mood. Chapter 3. Dad's car was not a welcome sight. It looked like it hadn't been cleaned for at least a year. There was also a ton of garbage piled up on the floors of the car. Gross. Stella's whole body tensed up as she got in the car. Because of her autism, Stella couldn't handle dirty things. Dirty things made her feel icky and scared inside. Dad didn't seem to care about that though. Where are we going? Stella asked nervously. She was already feeling uncomfortable. I'm taking you to the mall to get you some new clothes. Better clothes than the ones you're wearing right now. His comment hurt Stella's feelings. She liked her clothes. True, she had to wear very specific clothes due to her autism. She usually wore a silky, loose shirt and stretchy pants. They weren't particularly stylish clothes, but Stella felt comfortable in them. Why did that bother her dad? Did he not want her to be comfortable? They pulled into the mall parking lot and went inside a clothing store. To Stella's surprise, her dad quickly picked out clothes for her and never asked her opinion. It seemed she wouldn't be getting a say in what she would wear. Dad had picked out a stiff, long-sleeve shirt and tight jeans. Stella struggled to button and zip up the pants, but she managed it. The shirt was scratchy, and the jeans were too tight. Dad bought them anyway. On the drive back to Stella's mom and grandma, Dad began talking to Stella. I want you to come live with me, Stella. I'm going to fight for us in court to make that happen. I love you. This scared and confused Stella. She didn't want to live with her dad. Besides, he hadn't acted very loving today. But now he was saying he loved her. Was he lying? Chapter 4. Stella was relieved to be back with her mom and grandma. They let her change out of her new clothes and fall comfortably into her old ones. They were sitting in an ice cream shop, and Stella was eating her favorite flavor of ice cream. Grandma turned to Stella. It seems like something is on your mind, Stella. What are you thinking about? Stella sighed. Well, Dad said that he wants me to live with him. He's going to try to make it happen in court, I guess. I don't completely understand it, but I don't want to live with him. I want to live with you. Mom and Grandma shared a knowing glance and then turned back towards Stella. You will live with us. You don't have to worry about such things. I'll be fighting for you too. Mom smiled at Stella and squeezed her hand. Stella smiled back. Once they got home, they continued watching The Little Mermaid. This time, they were able to finish the movie. Stella didn't exactly know what the future held for her, but she did know that she had her family fighting for her. Somehow, that was enough.